Okay, so my goat Mahito is finally coming. It is officially confirmed. So of course I get to milk Mahito again, my glorious king, the person who carried me and made 448 possible. Absolutely just an insane unit, okay? And in this video we're going to talk about what we should now be expecting from this update, right? Fully, while also talking about what he does, right? And also other things we're able to expect from this update. So he's going to be coming with Imaginary Realm. It's going to be ending the 16th, all right? Which means we're probably going to be getting Jogos also, which is going to be another free 1,000 before Half Annie, or HI. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be another 500 Phantom medals to get, which is huge. So even if you don't get it for Mahito, actually, that's fine, because then Jogo is going to come out, and then you'll be able to get another 500, which means you'll put that either towards getting your Mahito or maybe getting your Hanami, right? So that is really good. Now, for people being like, is Mahito actually coming? Well, yeah, he is. They made... Oh, wait. Yeah, let's put that on mute. But essentially, there is a trailer that is Eve, so I gotta make sure that we cannot hear it. But yeah, so they have everything here, and they got his ultimate, which should be right here. Ryoiki Tenkai Jiendonka. I've heard it so many times, but yeah, no, it's fire, it's fire. So yeah, Mahito is confirmed. He was just confirmed like what, 5 minutes ago from when I'm recording this. I wanted to wait till 3 because I'm like, maybe they got something else planned, but it doesn't really seem like they do. Also, this Jogo kind of looks fire as fuck. I wonder where that art is from. I really do. Anyway, Mahito, why do I like him so much? Well, let's talk about it. Basically, this guy is really hard to kill, first of all, because he has, on his skill 2, he has a dodge built in. He gives himself miniaturization, which evades single target attacks, right? And why this is really good is because, well, he is going to be used even in type disadvantage floors. And in type disadvantage floors, what's the problem with it? Well, he'll take more damage, but this way, whenever he's hit, which is for the most part single target attacks, he's going to dodge it. So in a lot of cases, he's going to be max HP, even in type disadvantage floors for him, right? I brought him in floor 48. He helped me clear. He did maybe 30% of the HP. And if you really want to push it, he could do the full bar, right? He really can. So this Mahito is absolutely just a monster because of this. And being able to get his ult very quickly because he gets this on his skill 2 alongside the dodge. Now, the main reason why he works is because of his ult, okay? It really is because of his ult, right? Why is that? Well, this is why you want him, because he does 15% max, or like of their max HP, just to them. So let's say an enemy has 10 million HP. He's just doing guaranteed 1.5 million. So you don't even need to build him up as a DPS, and he's still going to do good stuff there, right? Now he does do technically type advantage damage. For example, here. Sorry, here. Where is it? No, it's on this one. No, am I tweaking? Attacks without a type when selecting an enemy without a weakness. Here too. And then here too, I think, right? No, not here. So that basically means he's doing type advantage damage, but it doesn't really matter. What really is important is that he is doing type neutral damage worth 15% to anyone and everyone while dodging, staying alive, and also filling up his ult quickly. But what's even crazier is the fact that he gets damage reduction here. With higher CE, that's up to 24%. But what we have to remember is he gets another 20% here, which means he on his own could give himself 44% damage reduction, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous, because sometimes that 44% damage reduction, if you got other damage lowers, for example, Domain Gojo in the future, who else am I thinking of? I guess technically Hanami 2 is going to work amazingly. You could also use Junpei, right? You could also use Inumaki, all these things to damage reduce, right? And you could do, literally, there's been times where, it's crazy to say, but there's been times where my Mahito takes 0 damage. So even if he does get hit, he's taking 0 fucking damage in his domain. So he's either dodging or not taking damage. Isn't that crazy to think about? So yeah, essentially, this is why Mahito is really good. This guy's going to be someone kind of necessary, but I do have to say, on global, to really make use of him, you're gonna need Hanami too. So make sure you make use of the powerful enemy battles, because up to date we've already, like, if you did all the powerful enemy battles, including the Mahito one, including the Jogo one that's gonna release on the 17th, I believe, that's gonna be 2,000 medals total just from that. But you should be well over by the end of that, well over 3,000, which means you could get one copy of Mahito, one copy of Hanami. Now make sure you only get one copy of Mahito, because after one copy it doesn't matter, right? Why do you need HP? Why do you need damage when he's doing damage, the same damage, no matter his stats? He could be level 1 and then he could dodge almost everything, and at one point have almost enough damage reduction to take 0 damage, right? So in all these cases, my guy is just broken as fuck. Also, another thing is alt with this at 15%, it's gonna be very easy to break their guard. Okay, that's one of the main things that you'll see, is that he's breaking guard very easily with this alt, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Now why he's good with Hanami is because, well, listen, Hanami lowers damage here, right, up to 33%. And when you put that alongside the alt, which also decreases by 33%, you put those two together. Basically, how this works is it's a stall team, first of all, especially with Inumaki to get the alt quicker. But basically, you put Hanami's alt, well, you use Hanami's alt first, and then you use Mahito's alt. And why that, or sorry, I apologize. You use Mahito's alt first, and then you use Hanami's, because Hanami is going to cancel Mahito's domain. And why that's important is because Mahito's domain makes it so for 6 turns he cannot use his alt. Because in the 4 turns of the domain, he cannot fill alt gauge, and 2 turns after he cannot fill alt gauge, which means you're stunted for at least another 8-ish turns to use your alt. But if you use your alt with Mahito and then you use Hanami's alt, Hanami's ultimate will cancel Mahito's domain, which means he could get his alt 6 turns quicker, which is very important to realize, which is why you also want Hanami on global for stall teams. Now then, we're done talking about Mahito. We know why he's busted. I will probably make a showcase on him very soon, so, you know, that's gonna be fun. But what is very important is the timeline. So now we know that Mahito is coming out. It means what we're missing is just Mechamaru with map event, Toto, and Panda. That's the 3 banners, 3 units we're missing. That's it, 3 units. And then in May, all we're missing is Jogo and then the map event. That's it. So we're looking pretty good, right? We're gonna probably be able to easily breeze through this content, because we're gonna get Mahito, and then when does Nanami's end? When does it end? Hold on. Nanami's ends, oh, on the 16th. You know what else ends on the 16th? Wow, would you look at that? You know what else ends on the 16th at the same time? Mahito's. So what that tells me is on the 16th, quote me, right? Quote me. We're going to get one of the events. My guess, Mechamaru, but maybe Toto's. Actually, it could be any of them. But considering we've gotten a good amount of story events, it's probably going to be a map event. So either Mechamaru's or Panda's, right? We're going to get one of those two, right? And what we're also going to get alongside that is Jogo. That's going to be my guess. Okay. So on the 16th, we get that. We might get 2 events, but we're minimum getting 1 map event with Jogo. And then afterwards, all that leaves is 1 story event and 2 map events. And that we could easily do in another 10 days. So we're basically going to be on track to finish all the content before hidden inventory, right? So let's say they do Mechamaru, right? So they'll do Mechamaru on the 16th alongside Jogo's powerful enemy battle, right? So that's another event. Cool. Then in April, we're going to have, well, sorry, April. Well, we get to April's content. We finish off April. And that's going to be essentially saying that probably like the 20th to the 24th, we're going to be getting the Toto event. We're going to be getting the Panda event. And maybe even this, maybe, I don't know how exactly they'll do it, but we'll see. But that's my guess. That's personally my guess. Maybe they release another event before the 16th. It's possible. I just think that's maybe what they're going to do. We'll have to see. Anyway, I'm happy that we're finally over the Mahito arc. He's coming. My goat is here. Enjoy this. Another 3,000 cubes. It's something, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.